What if paradise wasn't a place, but a lesson? Today, we're exploring what feels like the real Garden of Eden, where crystal clear waters hide extraordinary life. A tiny octopus forms an unlikely friendship, and every drift beneath the surface reveals another secret. But this journey isn't about discovering a beautiful island, it's about discovering a better way to live. And what if we all have been looking for the Garden of Eden in the wrong place all along? We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors. Join us on this journey because life is better barefoot. The storm has finally passed. It wasn't the biggest storm we've ever experienced, but it was another reminder that good preparation brings peace of mind. And once again, our rotten anchor held us securely, just as it did years earlier aboard our Leopard 45 in Crete, when we rode out winds of about 50 knots without dragging. This storm blew a steady 25 to 30 knots with gusts up to about 35. The boat sat easily, with relatively flat water, with only waves of about a foot, as we were so close to the beach and felt protected. The high palm trees and the thick dense foliages did soften the intensity of the wind significantly, and this was managed really well by the boat and the gear on board. Experiences like this reinforce an important lesson. You can't control the weather, but you can prepare for it. And perhaps that's true in life as well. We can't stop every storm from coming, but we can build resilience to face it with confidence. Now that the worst is behind us, it was time to do what we've been waiting for, which is to explore.
So what are we doing?
Well, we're storm-bound, so we decided to come for a little explore while the wind wasn't too bad. And there's these inlets into the atoll, and we are going to go up and have a look because we've been told there's fish and there's lobster and all sorts of things like that, and it's been too windy to go exploring the last few days, so let's go and have a look. See what's ahead. We've already just seen a little reef shark. Okay, so this width of foliage or coconut trees is what's protecting us on the other side from the storm. So it's, it's not that wide, but it's better than nothing. Well, the wind is still blowing at more than 25 knots, but after days of waiting, that was not about to stop us. While John slipped into the lagoon for a drift snorkel, letting the current carry him effortlessly towards a pass. And when you do a drift dive, it's always really important to do it when it's going into the atoll rather than out of the atoll. I head off along the shoreline, exploring beneath the coconut trees and searching for treasures washed ashore by the storm. And one of the things we learned was about male and female palm trees. And I'm going to show you which one's which. That one's a male because it's coming out of a split, just pushing its way out of a split in the coconut. This one is a female because it's coming out of the hole in the coconut. Male, female. It's one of the things we love most about life afloat. We don't always have to be doing the same thing, as long as we're sharing the same adventure. From beneath the surface and from above the shore, we were both discovering the same island, just from completely different perspectives. He'll get back to the dinghy before I will. But he loves it. Eventually, our two journeys will come together, just as they always do. Looks like he's coming over to us. So, how was it? You did a little drift dive, huh?
Yeah. In the other areas, there was a couple of fish there that I could have shot if I had the gun. Mm-hmm. Kind of this size, nice, edible size. Mm-hmm.
No ciguatera?
No ciguatera. They said across the forehead, no ciguatera. But like only in like a foot of water.
Really?
Like, yeah. And there was like a couple of big fish with just hiding in rocks. And one sort of smaller fish that was another possibility later on.
Have fun?
It's quite full of life out there.
Yeah.
And lots of schools of little fish, like as I was swimming along, like just a whole string of them just swimming straight past the front of my camera, actually.
Nice.
They were going, yeah, hit me.
Nice to be again. But look at this spot, right? The colours, even though it goes overcast and it's cloudy and stormy and we are storm bound, look at these colours. They are just gorgeous. And that's Lulu out there waiting for us. So what do you want to do now?
I want to go and swim on some of these bommies and see if they have any fish in them.
Right, okay. Might as well make use of the bommies if they're there.
We spend all our time trying to avoid them, then we use them for fish.
Now, every anchorage has its local celebrity. Here in Tikehau, it isn't the sharks, it isn't even the rays, it's Kevin. Well, we actually don't know if it's called Kevin, but it definitely has a personality of a Kevin. For the past couple of weeks, this little octopus has been quietly adopting one very patient cruising couple. At first, they simply watched each other from a respectful distance. Then came the occasional hermit crab. Apparently, that's the octopus's equivalent of turning up with chocolates on the first date.
He's so cute.
He likes my blue shoes too.
Oh, il est magnifique. Il est trop beau.
So baby. He looks so tasty.
No.
Now, every time they paddle over and call out, Kevin, out he comes. No hesitation, no shyness. Just 8 arms and one very optimistic attitude that today's menu includes fresh hermit crabs. It's amazing, really. People often think of octopus as shy creatures, but they're incredibly intelligent and surprisingly curious. Treat one with patience instead of fear, and sometimes curiosity becomes trust. Kevin even seems to enjoy investigating them, wrapping its delicate arms around the holes in their reef shoes, exploring the world the only way an octopus can, through touch. It will even follow them while they go for a walk along the shore. Octopus are among the most intelligent animals in the ocean. They can solve problems, remember places, recognize individual people, and learn from their experiences. Every encounter teaches them something. And when one of us tried to introduce ourselves, the response was very different. It disappeared instantly. It was a reminder that trust isn't demanded. Watching this little creature, we couldn't help thinking, people aren't so different. Trust isn't about a single conversation. It grows, one kind word, one promise kept, one moment of patience at a time. Whether it's friendship, a marriage, or even a tiny octopus in a remote Pacific lagoon, the strongest connections are never rushed. They are earned. And what we discovered next would become one of the most inspiring places we've visited anywhere in the Pacific. If we gave you a strip of barren coral sand in the middle of the Pacific, could you create paradise? Hidden away on a tiny motu in the middle of the Pacific is a remarkable place called Ile de Eden, the Garden of Eden. What was once little more than a coral sand has been transformed into a thriving organic oasis. Today, it's largely self-sustaining, providing fresh fruit and vegetables, herbs, vanilla for all the families who call this island home. Any surplus is shared with passing yachts, local islanders and nearby communities, making this little garden an important source of fresh produce in the atoll. But what makes this place truly special isn't just what they grow, it's the generosity in which they share it. Visiting yachties are welcome with open arms, invite us to wander through the garden on a complimentary tour, hearing the incredible story of how this paradise was created. And at the end, if you like, you can purchase freshly picked produce straight from the garden. It's far more than just fruit and vegetable garden. It's a living reminder of what patience, vision, and a whole lot of hard work can create. This is Jacob. Together with another family, they care for this tiny motu. Today only 2 families remain here, but it wasn't always like this. Before COVID, more than 50 people worked here. The pearl farm was thriving, the gardens were flourishing, and the island was alive with activity. Then the world changed. When you first look at this island, it almost seems impossible. Coral, sand, salt. Not the sort of place you'd expect to find a thriving garden. But paradise didn't appear by accident. It was created. One tree, one seed, one day at a time. This isn't soil. It's coral sand. Dead, barren, unforgiving and salty. Nothing grows here unless you fight for it. So they did. Layer by layer. Compost, coconut husks, manure, plant waste. Year after year, dragging life out of nothing, turning sand into survival. Everything you see here is earned, grown, built, sustained. Not supplied by ships, no shortcuts, just relentless ingenuity. And when the dry season hits, the island tightens its grip. They've learned its secrets. Trees that store water deep in their roots, quietly feeding the plants around them when everything else begins to fail.
Here, Jacob gave us a mystery. What did we think they produce in this building? With the clue being, we use it in almost every meal. We'll share the answer with you in about 5 minutes' time.
But nature doesn't give in easy. Coconut trees, beautiful, towering, and ruthless, draining every last nutrient from the ground. So they draw the line, digging deep trenches, holding invasion back, preserving their valuable garden beds that they've built. Nothing is wasted here. Nothing. Animals and chicken turn scraps into sustenance. Waste becomes food, food becomes life, over and over again.
Little snouter whale. Hello, little piggy. Hello. You're so cute. You have a go too. Have a go. You need it?
Rainwater is collected and solar panels provide power just like on yachts. Then there's vanilla. Delicate, demanding, unforgiving. Every single flower pollinated by hand. Every bean dried for months. This isn't farming, it's endurance. And still they push further, clearing more land, building more soil, expanding life into places it shouldn't exist. Because out here nothing comes easy. Everything takes time, everything takes effort, and everything is earned. Above the surface, survival. Below it, another world. Pearls growing slowly in the lagoon. Beauty born from pressure.
Now, if you got the answer to this correct, please let us know in comments, because we certainly didn't.
Sea salt food.
Ah!
We should have guessed that.
We shouldn't.
And now one building like this, we can make every harvest 100 kg of salt.
Wow.
100 kg per month?
Even salt, the very thing that surrounds them, becomes survival. Salt water, sun and patience. What looks like scarcity becomes abundance.
And there is so much more. Bananas, mulberries, cherry tomatoes, and this huge collection of herbs and veggies.
Wowee! You would not believe what's in here.
Basil?
Pawpaws, pumpkins, what we call curry leaves. You smell?
Oh, curry. Oh, wow. Okay.
It does smell like curry.
It does.
It does. So what do the bees eat?
We have the fruit tree of the island and the coconut tree. We have also acacia for the flower.
This isn't just an island, this is proof that even in the harshest places on Earth, life finds a way if you're willing to fight for it. As we walked through this tiny Garden of Eden, something struck us. In the beginning, it didn't look like this. Every fruit tree began as a seed. Every shaded pathway was once open sand. Every harvest began with someone believing something could grow here. Maybe our lives aren't so different. We wait for a better circumstance, more money, more confidence, more time. We tell ourselves we'll start later when things are just right. But this island whispers a different message. Don't wait for the perfect soil. Start planting, then build. Want a stronger marriage? Plant kindness. Want a better health? Plant one healthy habit. Want a different future? Plant one courageous decision. Great lives grow exactly the same way great gardens do. Slowly, patiently, one seed at a time. Long after we leave this island, we'll remember its greatest lesson. Paradise isn't something you discover, it's something you create. Not in one day, not with one giant leap, but with thousands of small choices made with love, repeated with patience, and maybe the Garden of Eden isn't a place after all. Maybe it's what happens when ordinary people decide to keep planting those seeds. As we leave this tiny island, we realize something. We weren't really leaving with memories of fruit trees or vanilla vines or coconuts. We were leaving with hope, because this island proves something that we all need to remember. Nothing here happened overnight. Somebody planted the very first tree, never knowing whether they might even enjoy the shade. Somebody carried the first bucket of compost, and somebody cleared the first patch of land. And somebody believed that life could grow where almost nothing existed. And maybe that's how every meaningful life is built. Not through one extraordinary decision, but through thousands of ordinary ones. A conversation, a walk, a healthy meal, a word of forgiveness, or a dream that refuses to die. It's easy to look at a beautiful life and think, they were lucky. But luck doesn't plant gardens. Patience does, faith does, hard work does, and showing up every single day does. Perhaps the Garden of Eden isn't hidden in a tiny island in the middle of the Pacific. Perhaps it's waiting inside every one of us, waiting for us to plant the first seed, waiting for us to believe that today's small choices become tomorrow's harvest. Wherever you are in the world, whatever your circumstances, remember this. The ground beneath your feet may not look like paradise today, but neither did this island. So, start planting.
Next week, we drop a major Portofino 52 update, and trust us, you do not want to miss this one.
And as always, a big thanks to our Patreons who support the Tough Minds program, which is continuing to make a big difference and save lives around the world every single day.
So, we'll see you in next week's video. Bye from us.
I'm feeling